Welcome to It's All About You, a program that keeps you connected to all the exciting events and services the City of Urbana has to offer. I'm your host, Natalie KennyMarquez. On today's show, we'll learn about the Walk with the Mayors event happening later this month and talk with UPTV Station Manager Jake Schumacher. We'll also see what's happening with the Champaign-Urbana Mass Transit District, but first I'm joined by Mike Armintrout. Thanks for joining us today, Mike, and I'm excited to hear about an event happening soon in downtown Urbana, the International Beer Tasting and Food Truck Showcase. Tell us a little bit about this event.
Well, thanks for having me today, Natalie.
Sure.
The International Beer Tasting and Food Truck Showcase in downtown Urbana takes place on Saturday, September 13th. The event runs from roughly 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. People can come down and sample one of over 150 different types of import and micro brews that'll be available, as well as sample some of the Midwest's finest food trucks. We're going to have on the food truck end in particular, we're going to have all the best food trucks that you see in town on a regular basis, from the Crack Truck to Chester's Barbecue to Mas Amigos, as well as featuring a couple of food trucks from out of town as well. Last year, the guys from Two Blokes and a Bus, who are based in Bloomington, joined us, and as well as Healthy in a Hurry, which is another Bloomington-based truck. This year, Nacho Mamas, which is primarily a grilled cheese food truck, is coming over from Bloomington as well. And we've got a couple trucks from Indianapolis coming too, most notably a truck called Serendipity, who specializes in crab cakes and more of kind of an upscale, I guess, menu for a food truck.
It all sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
That's excellent. So let's talk a little bit about the beers. You said some are local, and then others are imports. Do you have to be a certain age to taste these? Are there people there that can help you navigate through all of the different types of beers available?
Sure. The majority of the beers are imported, in for the event. But yes, the way the event is set up is it takes place on the corner of Main and Broadway in downtown Urbana, and the lower level of the parking deck there is where we set up all the beer. And there's a certain number of beers that are assigned to each table at the event. So there's 36 tables. I think each table has somewhere between 6 and 8 beers represented at it, usually broke down by either the style, whether it's an IPA or a pale ale or a stout, or broke down by who the brewery is.
Got it.
So we'll have people there pouring the beers, offering a little bit of information to people. We also have a program, like a bulletin, that we hand out to everyone as they walk into the event, where they can see where the beers are located. And of course, you must be 21 to consume the beer.
Sure.
But the event is open to anyone. This will be the 13th year that we've actually hosted the beer tasting, but only the 2nd year that the food truck showcase has actually been a part of the event. And our hope is that having the food trucks and a variety of different drinks and eats available there, that it becomes something that families can feel like they can come to as well, and mom and dad can sample some beers, and the kids can go sample some different foods. So we set the food trucks there on Broadway, between the courthouse and the parking deck, and then the lower level of the parking deck is utilized for the beer. So
we've talked a lot about beer. Is there another beverage available? Say if someone doesn't know a lot about beers, or maybe they don't care for beers.
Sure. Actually, one of our food trucks that's based here locally, which is called the Pop Stop.
Yes.
They do popsicles, but then they also do a lot of I guess you'd call them like specialty sodas, a lot of which are from the Homer Soda Company, based in Homer, Illinois. And then, of course, there'll be water and soft drinks and whatnot available for people who aren't necessarily interested in trying beer.
Sure. It all sounds fantastic, and it's great that you have it in 2 areas so that everyone can come. Even if you're not 21, you can still check out the awesome variety of food trucks. How many food trucks altogether?
Right now, we've got 10 that are confirmed, and we're still working on a couple of others. Last year we had 8 total that participated. So 8 food trucks pretty much filled up that block of Broadway.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get to 12 this year, which would be a 50% increase on top of last year. And I think what makes it unique is that people can sample those food trucks that they wouldn't get to sample on a regular basis. Cracked serves up some delicious sandwiches. Chester's Barbecue is great. Again, we've got a couple of new trucks. The Green Machine, which is a brand new truck here in town, will be there. A Pop Stop, as well as Popped Bliss, who does cotton candy and popcorn and stuff like that, will all be present. But then they can sample these trucks that they wouldn't get to try on a regular basis, the ones from Bloomington and the ones from Indianapolis. And so hopefully that's you know, something that is more unique to the event than just, you know, being able to go to the farmer's market and try Cracked.
Right.
But it's kind of a place where they can sample all these things at once. And then, of course, the local guys, they can see at the farmer's market until it gets cold,
Right.
As well as out and about around campus and around town, you know, throughout the rest of the year.
And for the event, is it cash or do you buy tickets? How does that work?
The tickets to get into the event are $6 in advance. They're available at Crane Alley, at the Canopy Club, at Manolo's Pizza and Empanadas, and then online at our website, which is jaytv.com.
Okay.
And then once you get to the event, all of the food and beer samples are available on a ticket system. So the tickets are 75 cents a piece. And you can buy, you know, any number of those. There's a number of the beers that are, you know, that do take one ticket to get a sample. They're served in a 4-ounce sampling glass. But then depending on the beer, there might be some that take 2 or 3 tickets to get a sample of.
Sure. And that glass, I saw you brought the glass. That's a commemorative glass that we can take home with us after the event?
Yep, it's a commemorative glass. Actually, so the first 500 people that come through the gates each get a commemorative glass.
So get there early.
So get there early, exactly. And then of course you can use that glass all day to try and sample beers if you want, or of course, you know, we're pouring into small plastic cups, you know, as well. So.
Well, it sounds like a great event. Remind us again the date and time.
It's September 13th in downtown Urbana, and the gates open at 3 o'clock.
Wonderful. And the website one more time?
It is www.jaytv.com, jaytv.com. TV is like television.
Well, I'll be there, and I look forward to it, and thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me, Natalie.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Phil Edwards. I am the Fire Marshal for the City of Urbana. Today I'd like to talk to you about fire safety. One of the top causes of fires in homes is cigarette smoking. In Champaign County alone, there has been 31 fires and at least 2 fatalities in the last 5 years, according to the Office of the State Fire Marshal. When smoking, we would like for you to think about not just the safety of yourself and your family, but the families that are around you. You can practice that type of safety by using extreme caution when smoking. First of all, we ask that you pay attention to your surroundings when smoking. Smoke at least 25 feet away from buildings, and also we ask that you use non-combustible containers to dispose of the cigarette butts. Never smoke in a home that has medical oxygen, because that increases the intensity of the fire. For more information on smoke-free multi-unit housing, you can contact Champaign-Urbana Public Health District at 217-531-4252.
Welcome back to It's All About You. I'm now joined by Nikki Hillier, Mayor Don Gerard, and Tara McCulley, and we're here today to talk about the Walk with the Mayors happening on Sunday, September 28th. Tell us a little bit about the event.
So we started planning an event where we wanted to get the community talking about wellness and doing some physical activity. It's a very low-key walk, so we're going to start at 8 a.m. On Sunday, September 28th, and residents will get the opportunity to walk with the Champaign Mayor, Urbana Mayor, and there'll be some Park District staff there as well. And we just want to get them moving and get them thinking about walking and doing some kind of physical activity.
It sounds fantastic. And Mayor Gerard, I hear there's a little friendly competition between Champaign and Urbana.
Yeah, my understanding is that whomever gets the most participants will get a tree. And then we were talking beforehand about trying to create some sort of totemistic trophy to pass back and forth if we make this an annual thing. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And as I said before, if you live in Champaign, you can walk with me, and if you live in Urbana but work in Champaign, you can walk with me.
Okay.
And if you live in Urbana but you just think you might want to move to Champaign, you can walk with me. Come on, walk with me. We need that tree.
It's basically just getting people to walk, right?
Absolutely. I've found, especially as I've gotten older and engaged in professional life, that it is a lot. it's a lot easier to kind of let things go, and I find myself getting to the gym less often, getting out more often. So I think it's the simple things, taking walks, and I know that Mayor Pressing's very big on physical fitness and keeping herself in shape, and I think that it's good for all of us. It's good for the whole community, and it's a great opportunity with the Public Health District because they do so many wonderful things, but they serve certain segments of the society, but I think it's outstanding for all of us to feel the type of initiatives that they're trying to put forth to keep us all, healthy and happy and productive and keep our community strong.
Excellent. And Tara, tell us a little bit about some of the organizations that are involved in making this walk happen.
So it's been a combination of organizations, including us, the Champaign-Urbana Public Health District, the City of Champaign, the City of Urbana, the Champaign Park District, and the Urbana Park District.
So a lot of people on board, and the walk starts at Crystal Lake, right?
Yes.
And then it's a 3-mile route that goes to Douglas Park?
Yeah, we're going to walk from Crystal Lake Park through King Park to Douglas Park and then back. So it's 3 miles total.
Got it. 3 miles. Nice, casual 3-mile stroll. Not a race, not a sanctioned event or anything like that. And does anyone need to register? Can they just show up to participate?
Yep, they should just show up. We'll meet at the pavilion at Crystal Lake Park, and we'll kind of tally who's showing up between the residents of the two communities. The mayors will address the public, and we'll be able to go for that quick walk.
Wonderful. And if folks want to learn some more about this event, is there a website where we can steer people to?
There's not a website necessarily, but they could contact us. Any of our organizations can give more information about it.
Fantastic. We'll be sure to post the web addresses on the screen, and so.
I think if you look for us on the social network, Champaign Public Health District, or myself, I'm sure we'll have be posting information, sharing it with as many people as possible.
Wonderful. That sounds great. Well, I look forward to lacing up my shoes, getting out there and walking, and kids can participate too, and a nice family event on Sunday.
You don't have to be a registered voter, but if you are, that's good. Always good to register to vote.
We'll make note of that. Excellent. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. I attend the Urbana Park District's Teens in Action Summer Camp.
I attend the Urbana Park District's Teens in Action Summer Camp.
Hi, I'm Amy. Hi, we're... No, you say Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, okay. I'm UPTV, Urbana Public Television.
I am UPTV, Urbana Public Television.
I'm UPTV. I'm so
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can
You
you
already
hear us?
know
Can you hear us?
it.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Okay. I am UPTV, Urbana Public Television.
I am UPTV, Urbana Public Television.
We are UPTV, Urbana Public Television.
Welcome back to It's All About You. Now joining us is Jake Schumacher, the station manager for UPTV. It's a pleasure to have you on.
It's a pleasure to be on, Natalie.
And it's nice to have you joining me in front of the camera. I know you spend a lot of time behind the camera and in the station doing great work with UPTV.
Thank you. UPTV is pretty extraordinary.
How long have you been with UPTV? Tell us a little bit about your background.
I joined the station almost exactly 4 years ago this month. Jason Liggett, our production coordinator, has been here much longer than that. I previously was a program director for WILL Radio back in its heyday, but my background before that was in community access media, community access radio. So I've sort of come full circle. I switched media, but I went back to community access.
Right, and there's some great programming on UPTV. You can watch it on cable, you can stream it live. I've watched it even from my smartphone before.
It's true. We're mobile friendly, and we have a YouTube channel, and we have a Facebook page. We tweet, so we're more than happy to have people join us in any of those media.
And UPTV is award winning.
We are award-winning. I always knew we were, but we just didn't really ever get the confirmation from the outside world. But earlier this spring, we entered 3 programs into the Midwest Video Competition, which is run by the Regional Conference of the Alliance for Community Media, of which UPTV is a member. All 3 programs won. Marie Polk and a number of other producers for the Champaign County Freedom Celebration, their coverage of the 4th of July parade. That was the Community Achievement Award. Significant Community Programming Award was given to Ricardo Diaz for the CU Immigration Forum TV show that he does. And Raymond Morales won Best in Show for his piece on Tri-City Youth as part of the Ill Poet series, which was also funded in part by a grant from the Urbana Public Arts people. And our Facebook page and our website also won merit awards. So those were the regional awards. So then we went to the national award competition, which is called the Hometown Media Awards. And Raymond Morales' piece again won Best Music Video this time. And we won for our collaboration with community radio station WEFT on WEF sessions. Jason Liggett had a vision of collaboration with as many of the radio stations around town as possible because they do all these great programs and it's content just waiting to happen on television. So now we partner with WEFT on WEF sessions and the Prairie Monk. We partner with RFU on Not Another Sports Show. We partner with BCP on Talking Sports, great 2-hour sports talk show that we air Saturday mornings at 7. And we're about to resume broadcasts of Illini Drive, which is produced at PGU, and that airs Wednesday evenings at 9 o'clock.
So you guys are all over the place?
We have collaborations with all of these other radio stations. You know, Champaign-Urbana is an amazing media town. To have 2 community radio stations and a community access television station and an independent media center. You know, very few towns this size are blessed with that kind of ability for citizens to go in and create their own programs, which is what it's all about.
What are some of the programs or projects that you most enjoy working on with UPTV?
Well, my goal is to try to let Jason have as much time as possible to produce stuff. So I try to take care of everything in the background, and he's the man with the camera. I think we're proudest, I'm speaking for both of us, so I'll speak for myself. Some of the things we're proudest of is our work with Urbana High School students and Urbana Middle School students. Jason participates, he's actually sort of a mentor in the broadcasting program over there, and coordinates their broadcast of sports, UHS sports, which we then air on UPTV Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. I'm getting all these plugs in.
Oh no, that's great.
Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. and most Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Because, you know, it's great. I'm trying never to convince kids that a career in media is a good thing if they want to be, you know, financially successful. But, you know, especially with YouTube and the advent of easy video, it's like everybody's a movie maker now. Everybody's a filmmaker, and you know, there's 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds that have astonishing skills. We have a young man named Jacob Bernard who he's a better video editor than I will ever hope to be, you know, and he's got a long way to go. So.
Well, that's excellent. Where can we go to learn more about UPTV and the programs and the schedule?
The best place to start is our website, and that's urbanapublictelevision.org, all spelled out.
Okay.
We, as I say, have a Facebook page that also has our Twitter feed on it, and it's just under Urbana Public Television. You can also come and visit us. Our office is right around the corner here in the City Council chambers in the City Building in downtown Urbana on South Vine Street. You can give us a call at 384-2452. I just wanted to add before we're done, we're what's known as a PEG station. We have public, educational, and governmental access. Our governmental access involves filming all of the city meetings, bringing them to citizens live and on demand on the city website. Our educational access involves our work with the schools and the school district. And our public access involves just people in our community who have an interest in either learning how to shoot video, learning how to edit video, being their talent on their own programs. They may have not-for-profit organization they'd like to support. We have religious programming. We have everything that anybody is interested in on the air, and people are welcome to get a hold of us, and we'll try to help make their videos a reality.
That's excellent. And let's see an example of one of those videos before we go. We'll segment into a video that won one of the awards that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, this was the one that won both Best of Show in the Midwest Awards and won Best Music Video in the National Awards. It's Raymond Morales, who is now in Oakland, but was here for many years going to med school, and did some tremendous video work, and this is a piece from his Ill Poet series on Tri-City Youth.
Wonderful. Real quick before we cut to that, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. Thanks.
These are our babies, our children. Innocence snatched from their hearts and replaced with anger and aggression from facing the dangers and oppression of inferior living conditions. They are soldiers equipped with the helmet of locked thoughts that have grown impenetrable from neglect and malnourishment. They carry an armor of thick skin and desensitized eyes from growing accustomed to seeing life die.
Down to the market Saturday morning. I'm heading on down to the market Saturday morning. All your farmer friends are there at the market at the square. I'm heading on down to the market Saturday morning.
And now joining us is Jane Sullivan with the Champaign-Urbana Mass Transit District. Thank you for being on today.
Thanks for having me.
So I take it this is a very busy time for MTD in Champaign-Urbana.
Absolutely. We just started our new service year. School's back in session, of course. That always makes things busier.
Yes.
So we're all hard at work.
And you've had record numbers for ridership recently as well?
Yes. We hit 13 million rides in our fiscal year 2014. So that was a record.
That's fantastic. And besides all of this happening, there's also some other really neat sustainable activities happening over at MTD.
Yeah, there are. MTD is always making improvements to be more environmentally responsible, but we have one project that just finished up that's pretty exciting. It's the solar array that we've just installed on our maintenance facility over in Urbana. And this is a 296 kilowatt photovoltaic system. So that's over 1,000 panels that are sitting on the roof of our maintenance facility that make up this solar array.
Wow. So for those of us that might not know a lot about solar power, solar energy, or even what a solar array is, can you break that down for us?
Absolutely. So there are 1,212 panels sitting on the roof of our maintenance facility, and those panels are connected to each other and connected to these inverters that are inside the building. And the solar panels sit outside all day and all night, but all day as the sun is shining, they're collecting that solar energy. And they send that solar energy to these inverters. We have 6 inverters, and that converts the energy from DC to AC, which is the form that we're able to use as electricity in our building. So the energy goes straight to the building. On very sunny days, we're able to produce more electricity from our solar panels than needed in the maintenance facility. So any extra solar energy gets sent back to the grid and can be used by others, and we get credit for that. So over a year's time, we expect our solar production to average out to about 25% of that facility's energy usage. So on a summer day, we will be producing more electricity than we're using, but on a cloudy winter day, that probably won't be the case. So it averages out to about a quarter of our energy usage.
Are there other businesses or organizations in our area that have anything else like this, or is this a one-of-a-kind program?
As far as I know, our solar array is the largest in the area. There are some, I know of a few smaller ones on campus, a few residential systems that are also smaller, a few small businesses, but at this point, I believe this is the largest solar array, which is part of the excitement for us, because we hope that we can share this success with the community and the university, and that they can learn from our experience and come out and see it and talk to us about it. MTD really does make an effort to join in on the community's sustainability efforts and also be a leader in the community with those environmental efforts.
Well, I've definitely seen that it's been a leader. I've seen the pavement that you have out front of MTD, and I know that your organization is very involved nationally, and it's definitely a very forward-thinking, sustainable organization, and we appreciate that here in Urbana.
Thanks. Absolutely.
Is there somewhere where folks can go to learn more or to see photos of what this solar array looks like?
Yeah, we have, on cumtd.com, there's a section called Go Green. And within that section, there's also a section just for solar, which explains the solar array, and we also actually have some small solar panels at some of the bus shelters throughout town, so you can learn about those as well. A really neat thing about that site is you have an opportunity to see this solar dashboard, which is a website that is monitoring the solar production of our solar array, and it's also monitoring the energy usage of the building. So you can go, anyone can go to this website and see a graph of how much solar power we're creating versus how much energy we're using. And you can look at what's happening today, what happened last week, what happened this year. And so we really believe in creating goals and monitoring our progress and then creating bigger goals. So this website, this solar dashboard, allows us to do this, but it also allows us to share that with the community and anyone who wants to see it. Our Go Green section on our website talks about all of our sustainability initiatives. We also are really good about talking about them on social media, Facebook, Twitter. We have a weekly blog that you can also find on our website, and we have a Flickr page that you can see some great pictures of our solar array.
That's fantastic. And remind us what the website is?
It's cumtd.com/gogreen and /solar if you'd like to see the solar area.
Oh, definitely. Well, that all sounds great, and I really appreciate you coming on and sharing all of this with us today.
Thanks for having me.
For more information on the City of Urbana, you can visit their website at urbanaillinois.us. From there, you can watch this program on demand and download our audio podcast. We appreciate you tuning in today and hope you'll join us again soon. And remember, it's all about you.